Hello, people. I'm the
Hi,
man 33071, and this is my guest.
Tommy Remix Right.
Now we're here to talk to you about. Wait, what are we here to talk to you about?
Magic the Gathering.
Oh yes, Magic the Gathering Innistrad set.
Yes.
I personally kind of liked it. Then again, it is the only set where I've actually joined into the Magic the Gathering community. So technically, this is my very first review about it. Um, Innistrad. Uh, huh.
Ah, yes. Reaper from the Abyss.
Alright, so anything facts about this card that you wish to show us?
It is a 6/6 flying, and let me see. It has a morbid ability, and at the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, destroy target non-demon creature.
That sounds pretty bad because it is in fact a demon.
Yes.
Thus, the morbid ability does not work upon himself, which means the opponent can't just keep destroying cards and making him kill him.
Yes.
And that's kind of bad for an opponent.
But there is a downside. If they are out of creatures, your own start dying.
Which is why it's in your standalone deck.
Yes.
Seems like actually a really good card. I'm gonna talk about one or two cards that I like. And what I liked is Farbon Noble. He's a black creature for 4, a flying. Whenever he or another creature dies, target player loses a life, gets a life. That's really bad if, say, your opponent just has a whole bunch of creatures that just die in one turn.
Like the stupid morbid decks that were made. Don't buy them. They suck.
Oh yes, Innistrad was quite famous for its what is it, grave decks, which were based around cards going into the grave or cards being in the grave at that time.
Yes. Cards such like Gnaw to the Bone.
Yeah, Not to the Bone was not a very fun card to play against.
No, gain 2 life for each creature in the grave.
Yeah, that's kind of douchey.
And flashback at the same cost of 3 mana, 1 green and 2 miscellaneous.
Which I think is a little too cheap, if you ask me.
I don't.
You don't?
I used it.
Okay, well, um, let's talk about this next one. Um, Dark Ascension.
Yes. That, the first thing that comes to my mind is zombies. Fucking zombies. Because I ran a zombie deck. It was pretty good. I just missed a couple cards from it. Like one from Innistrad. What was it called again? It was, uh,
Unruly Horde?
yes. That was what it was.
Oh no, actually, it was Army of the Damned, I think.
Ah,
Yeah, Army of the Damned.
yeah. That's exactly what it was. Thank you. And what that did was it put
13 2/2 zombie creature tokens into the battlefield.
thank you. And they were tapped though. But there was also another card that was in there called Endless Ranks of the Dead. Another great card.
That card is ridiculous.
Especially the way that I played it. You see, my deck was a nearly endless token spree of zombies. Like literally the first thing that came to every player's mind after I played them like 5 times with it was fuck.
Yeah, literally after I started playing with it, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna play with that anymore.
Yeah. But then Avacyn Restored came out.
And that brings us to our next part. Avacyn Restored.
Fuck.
What's wrong?
I don't like this set. Not that much anyway.
Oh yes. The story behind it was Avacyn Restored comes back and starts murdering all the zombies, werewolves, and vampires.
Thus, I took apart the zombie deck and sold it and bought a new deck. I actually bought a recommended deck. It's a standalone deck.
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting. His standalone deck really does work to his advantage. So far been not able to beat it. Give or take, I've been using really crappy decks.
I wouldn't say that. They just take longer to get stuff out.
That is very true. The standalone deck itself is actually quite good.
I just touched it up a lot and I gave it steroids, technically.
Yeah, he just injected steroids directly into the bloodstream of said deck.
Yeah, and let's see here. The cards I added into that deck were Reaper from the Abyss, one Doomblade, and a whole bunch of other cards. I can't really list them right now. I have the deck right here. Just can't really look through it right now.
Yeah, it's really dark out here. What I personally like is a Moonsilver Spear. This is the promo card for it. Um, it it uh basically what happens is that basically players start getting life. Um, you're seeing a lot of red white cards currently. Um,
Most of which are humans, by the way. So
most of which are humans. Which, if you've actually seen a couple cards from Dark Ascension or even Innistrad,
they were anti-human.
they were just completely anti-human. Just play this card, destroy all the humans in the field, and then after you destroy all the humans, all of your cards come back.
Yeah.
Now, a card that I wish to speak to most people who are thinking, oh, I should just get a zombie deck and just beat the crap out of people.
Bag.
Well, there's a certain card that came out that a lot of zombie people would not like.
Yes, and that was Angel of Glory's frickin' Rise.
Oh, this card he hates to the bone.
And this is why I quit my zombie deck, actually. It was because too many people were playing with the damn thing.
I personally play with it. I have a red-white, or I am currently building a red-white deck.
And I never faced you with it.
So far you have not faced me with it. And I have Angels of Glory Rise. It's a rare card.
And when it enters the battlefield, exile all zombies, then return all humans from your grave to the battlefield. It's the anti-zombie frickin' apocalypse.
It definitely is. It's basically a not endless ranks. What is that card?
Zombie apocalypse.
It's basically the zombie apocalypse of zombies.
Yeah, it's the human apocalypse.
And not only does it exile all zombies, but it brings back all humans.
Yes, but there's one thing that people forget about that card. The loophole. Exile all zombies. Not on the field, not in the graveyard, not in just the deck. All.
Yeah, the wording.
You kill off your own zombies.
That is true. Currently I don't know what the effect is, so I just do all zombies on the field.
Yes.
And
because that's what I was told to do at the card shop too.
That's what he was told. It says exile all zombie cards such as this. They should put. They actually have made cards like this. Actually, they should actually word it a lot better. Some other cards should be such as exile all zombies on battlefield, exile all zombies in the grave, or
but not in the deck. Don't screw with the Necromancer's deck.
Yes, do not screw with the Necromancer's deck. He does not like being screwed.
No, but at least I got enough money from it. Zombie decks are still getting a lot of money. So
actually, they are quite getting a lot of money. I use an internet source which usually gives me a lot of prices for cards, and a lot of the cards from there's actually quite a few mythic rares in this pack.
yes,
Avacyn Restored.
I got 2 of them. One was a Tameo.
That's actually quite good.
It was a Planeswalker. She was amazing. Look for Tameo. And I got Mist Hollow Griffin, the world's shittiest mythic rare. It was a 4/4 flying for 3 mana. No, for 4 mana, sorry. And you can play it from exile. That was it. Seriously.
Nothing really spectacular about the card. It's not really that good. But
it worked in my zombie deck. So.
It did work until you found out about Angel's Glory and Rise. Yeah,
fuck Angel of Glory's Rise. You can die.
Well, that seems to be about it. There's some other things about it. Don't worry, they still added a couple zombies and they sprinkled a couple zombies, vampires in and out.
Yes, but the whole storyline is that they're getting massacred. They are just getting killed. The three main cards to really look for here are the Powerpuff Girls, we call them. They're the three legendary angels. Don't really mind Avison, she's just overpowered and a total bitch.
Yeah, Avison has really been played out to be the best card in that pack, but actually,
It's not.
what you really want to look for is one of the three angels. I suggest the red one.
The red and white.
It's the red and white one.
They're all
has
multicolored, by the way.
yes, they are all multicolored with white in some way. The red and white one has what is it? Half all damage that would be dealt to you and anything that you control, and deal double damage to anything an opponent controls. Wow.
Yeah.
That is seriously ridiculous.
Now, about Tamio. God, how do I describe her? Besides, she is one of the best planeswalkers I think I had ever played with for a while, actually. Let's see, what she does here is, her +1 is to tap target creature and it won't untap during the next untap step. Her -2 is to draw a card for each tapped creature an opponent controls. And her I think it's 8.
Yeah, it's -8.
Alright, her -8, you have no maximum hand size. Whenever a card goes to the grave from anywhere, it goes right back to your hand. Great for control decks, great for like cancels and mana leaks. And she enters the battlefield at 4. So seriously, just do her +1 4 times or just spam, what are they called? Proliferate cards. Then you're fine.
Yeah, you really want to just spam those proliferates just everywhere upon this. Also, just that type of planeswalker is actually really good. I personally like her. Although so far I've never gotten her yet, but she sounds pretty good for a control deck, or even just a deck that you're using. Just put Tamio in there.
And we made a deck for around her for me. God, it milled his deck out so fast. It
was my commander deck too.
Yeah, it was 100 cards.
Technically 99.
Yeah, it was a 60-card deck versus 100 cards technically.
And he won.
And I milled him out. I got rid of every single card in his deck into the grave with Tamio. She's that freaking amazing. Play her well and use a lot of draw cards.
Yes. And here we actually come across one of the worst planeswalkers that Magic has seen so far.
Don't say his name. I will.
Sorry.
Tibble, the 2-drop planeswalker. Sounds good, right? Fuck no. +1, draw a card, then discard a card at random.
It could be the card that you just drew.
And you don't even know what you drew. You have to get rid of it at random.
Yeah.
And then his other ability, God, I can't even remember. He was this bad.
Tibalt the Fiend-Blooded deals damage equal to the number of cards in target player's hand to that player. Now, just to say, he comes in with 2 loyalty counters.
So he's
2.
already weak as shit when he enters. Seriously, I'm sorry for my cussing, but this is bad. Come on, people of Magic, you could have done better than this.
Just basically, say you have your hand. Oh look, I'm gonna play Tibalt. Oh look, Fireball. It's dead.
Instantly, seriously, or a creature with haste could kill the bastard. A 1/1 creature could even possibly kill him. Jesus.
Yeah, and basically you don't want to use his +1/+1.
Because he's just gonna die anyway. And he has a -6. His -6 though is great for me. I love burn decks. So this one was great.
I really liked his -6 though.
Gain control of all creatures until end of turn, untap them, then gain haste. So he isn't all that bad if you want to go for the last ability, but once again, spam the proliferate